Om Shri Sai Ram. Dear student, in our surrounding we see different types of substances with different sizes and shapes, and scientists name these substances as matter. They named these substances, for example, chair, desk, or air, or plants, animals, or even a drop of water or a small particle of sand. These are all called substances. These are all called substances, and scientists name these substances as matter. They name these substances as matter. So, in this universe, all substances are called matter. And here matter, in earlier days, scientists named these matter. First they named this matter as Kana, or it is called Kana. It is a Kannada word. In Kannada it is called Kana. In English its word particle. It is called particle. Particle means indivisible matter. Indivisible matter, it is called particle. Indivisible particle is called matter. Here substances like air, water, food, plants, animals, chair, desk, all these are all substances. These are all called matter. These are all called matter, and these are all substances which occupy space and have definite mass also. They occupy space. For example, this duster, it occupies space here, this much of space, and they have mass. They have mass. So it is called matter. In other words, matter has mass and has volume. It has mass and volume. So what is meant by matter? What is the definition of matter? Anything. Matter is anything which occupies space and has mass. Anything which occupies space and has mass is called matter. Is called matter. All matter which occupies space, or another definition, anything which has volume. Anything which has volume. Space means here volume, how much space it occupies, that is called volume. Okay, which has volume and mass. Which has volume and mass is called matter. So here two definitions. Anything which occupies space and has mass is called matter, or anything which has volume and mass. Anything which has volume and mass is called matter. Here mass, which is the SI unit of mass. SI unit of mass is kilogram. SI unit of mass is kilogram, kg, and volume. Volume means here, which occupies space means any substance or any matter which occupies space means here three-dimensional it is. So volume, its SI unit meter into meter into meter, 3 times meter. So SI unit of volume is meter cube. SI unit of volume, it is meter cube. Okay, SI unit of mass is kg, and SI unit of volume is meter cube. M cube means here meter cube. Early Indian philosophers classified matter in the form of 5 basic elements. 5 basic elements in Kannada, these are called Panchabhutagalu. Here air, earth, sky, fire and water. These are 5 basic elements of matter. Which are the 5 basic elements of matter according to early Indian philosophers? Not now. Okay, air, earth, fire, sky and another one, sky and water. These are called Panchabhuta. Okay, but modern day scientists have classified 2 groups. They classified matter into 2 groups. 2 classification is here. In that first classification, first group is called pure substances. First one is called pure substances and second one is mixtures. Okay, these are the 2 types of matter. Which are the 2 types of matter? Pure substances and mixtures. Pure substances and mixtures. This classification, it is based on their physical and chemical properties. Based on the physical and chemical properties of that matter. Okay, here modern scientists classified matter into 2 types based on their physical and chemical properties. Okay, in this chapter, which chapter? Matter in our surrounding. In this chapter, we shall learn about matter on their physical properties. Okay, so what is meant by matter? Anything which occupies space and has mass is called matter, and every matter is made up of particles. That means every matter, it consists smaller units. These smaller units are called particles. Smaller units are called particles. These are called particles. Particles means it is the indivisible part. Indivisible part of that matter is called particle. It is called particle. Next, what are the characteristics of these particles of matter or properties of what are the properties of particles of matter? Characteristics of particles of matter. We know that every matter is made up of particles. What are the characteristics of particles of matter? In that first character or first property, here is a experiment. This beaker, it contains 80 ml of water. Now add 1 spoon sugar. Here water, it is a matter, and this sugar is also a matter. Now add sugar to this water, then stir that. After some time, sugar particles, it dissolves in water. See here, sugar, it completely dissolves. Now it completely dissolves. So what happens here? Now in this beaker, 2 matters are there. Which are they? Sugar and water. First, this beaker contains only water. first matter water, and which is the second matter sugar. Now in this beaker water dissolves sugar particles. It dissolves sugar particles. So it is a sugar solution. It is. So this beaker now it contains two matter, water and sugar. So this experiment shows that what happens here, sugar enters this water. It is a matter. Water is a matter. Here water particles are present. So see here, if this beaker, it is a beaker, and here water particles like this, and when I add sugar particles to it, then sugar particles enters this water. That means there is a gap in between the particles of matter. There is a gap in between the particles of matter in water. Between the water molecules there is a gap. So it is the first property of particles of matter. Particles of matter have space between them. Particles of matter, first property, particles of matter have space between them. It is the first property. Have space between them. Okay, particles of matter have space between them. Another experiment, this beaker, it contains water. Next, add another matter, it is Dettol. Add 1 or 2 drops of Dettol. Then what is it? Dettol solution. It is. So this beaker it contains 2 matter. Which are the matters? Water and Dettol. So Dettol particles enters in between the water molecules. So particles of matter have space between them. It is the first property. Particles of matter have space in between them. Okay. Next, second property, the smell of perfume spreads. We know that the smell of perfume is a matter, and when I apply perfume here, then that smell spreads in this surrounding, in this environment, in this surrounding. What happens here? That perfume molecules, it moves from one region to another region. So particles of matter are continuously moving. It is the second property of matter. Particles of matter are continuously moving. Example, the smell of perfume spreads. That means that perfume particles, it moves one region to another region. That means that particles of matter are continuously moving. Or Another example, the smell of food being cooked in the kitchen reaches to our nose. Smell of food. Okay, it is also example for this nature, particles of matter are continuously moving, and so particles are in every matter. For example, this dust, it is a particle, it is a matter, and this matter, it consists of particles, smaller units. These smaller units are called particles, and these particles are continuously moving. These particles are continuously moving. Because of that motion, they acquire kinetic energy. The particles acquire kinetic energy. They acquire kinetic energy. Particles of matter, they acquire which energy is here? Kinetic energy. So what is meant by kinetic energy? Kinetic energy, it is a type of mechanical energy. In mechanical energy, there are two types: kinetic energy and potential energy. Here, kinetic energy means the energy possessed by the body due to its motion is called kinetic energy. All moving object possesses kinetic energy. Okay, in matter, particles are continuously moving. So they possesses kinetic energy. So kinetic energy is the energy possessed by the body due to its motion. For example, flowing water possesses kinetic energy, or moving car or moving vehicle, any vehicles, moving object, all moving object possesses kinetic energy. Okay, and second type of mechanical energy, it is called potential energy. It is the first type of mechanical energy, and second type is called potential energy. Okay, potential energy. Potential energy means it is the energy possessed by the body due to its position only. Due to its position, that means that object is in the state of rest only. For example, water stored in a dam. In a dam, water is stored. In that case, which energy that water possesses? Which energy? Potential energy. But flowing water possesses kinetic energy, and water stored in a dam, that possesses potential energy. Okay, so here all particles of matter are continuously moving, so they possesses kinetic energy. As the temperature increases, if temperature of particles or that matter increases, then kinetic energy also increases. Okay, so if temperature increases, kinetic energy is also increases. That means then that diffusion process takes place very fast. Okay, here hot foods, their smell reaches very quickly to our nose. They smell hot foods. Okay, so particles of matter are continuously moving. It is the second characteristic. Next, third character or third properties of particles of matter. Here particles of matter are attract each other. Particles of matter are attract each other. particles of matter attract each other. That means we know that every matter consists of particles. For example, here is a matter and it contains smaller units. These units are called particles. And we know that from the first property, particles of matter have space between them. Here is a space in between these two particles, and these two particles attract each other. They attract each other. Okay, for example, this chalk piece, it is a matter. It is made up of chalk piece particles. Okay, and when I apply force to this chalk piece, what happens here? It cut into two pieces. Then here this chalk piece contains particles and this chalk piece also contains particles. Okay, then here these particles, this chalk piece contains particles. These particles attract each other. Their force in between the particles, it depends on the nature of that matter. That means this chalk piece, it is soft. So when I apply pressure, when I apply force, it cut into two pieces. In the same way, here is a iron nail. When I apply pressure, force to this iron nail, is it cut? No. Why? It is very strong. It is a metal. We know that it is a metal, so it is very strong. Here force of attraction is more. So force of attraction, it depends on the nature of matter. We easily cut this chalk piece because here force of attraction is less. In the case of iron nail, here force of attraction is more. Okay, so particles of matter are attract each other. So these are the three properties of matter. Three properties of particles of matter. Okay, which is the first property? Particles of matter have space in between them and they are continuously moving, and particles of matter are attract each other. Okay, Sai Ram.